Yeah, we are back. Welcome to DD2 Days to Day 2. It's your boy EFE. Got my man Pablo in the building.
What's up?
Fam, you're riding with me from day one. We got a whole lot of things coming on. I got the meditation Mondays. I got the one-on-one I'm going to be talking about on Wednesday so that we don't wait too long before y'all get stuff from us.
Yeah.
And next month, I got FaceTime Live. A lot of our people that would love to talk to us, we're going to be doing FaceTime Live now where I can call you regardless where you are. And then we'll get your input. Like, with your camera, we got to look for different ideas. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Men that are, one of the things we hear every day is alpha male. We don't have no alpha male anymore. We don't have male who protects. We don't have male that, now instead of me waiting for a man, I'm going to lead myself. And the funny thing, that's what men are supposed to do. How can we change this generation now of reliance? Generation that is being raised by mommy got you. Our family got you. You move from mommy house to a woman's house. How can we change it? The way they talk to our women and everything.
All right, so I'm gonna let you in on something. So right now with all of this pandemic stuff going on,
Yeah.
the military is talking about bringing back in a lot of the retirees and a lot of people that got out of the military. So what's gonna have to happen is just like that scenario, a lot of the older alpha males are gonna have to come back in and, teach the young fellas, the young brothers, how to really succeed in the game of love, between a man and a woman, and how to be a man, how to be a provider, and how to look back at that freshly cut lawn that you own and be proud of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Instead of cutting your mama grass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it's gonna take, man. It's gonna take for a lot of older gentlemen to mentor, man. Take these youngsters, to the side and tell them how it's actually done, and actually have something to show them. Actually be able to show your fruits, the fruits of your labor, to these young individuals, because the worst thing you can do is not have your shit together trying to give somebody some advice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and which is so common in our community.
It gotta, but I'm gonna tell you the problem with those type of people. The problem with the brothers that do have it together, they don't have time to be taking somebody under the wing because they so focused on keeping it together. They running a business somewhere. They got a job. You know what I'm saying? They got a wife already. Some of them got 2-3 wives. You know what I'm saying? So when a man got it together and a woman can see the power in that man, it attracts women. Power attracts women. You a damn fool if you think women ain't attracted to power. So that's what it takes. It takes for these older men who got it together and who already know the science but as far as holding a house together and holding a family together. It gotta, I know, a lot of us be doing our own thing and minding our own business, but in these days and times, these youngsters need to be taught how to actually be the head of a household.
Now let me, when you were talking about this, when you just said it now, just having that mentorship is very important.
Yeah.
Not just in family, in your corporate life. When we were in the military, having a mentor, someone, it helps you a lot. You know the movie that I was just thinking about, Baby Boy, where Tyrese was straight, didn't want to leave home.
Hey, look here. I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of baby boys. It's a lot of baby boys, man.
That's where the issue is now.
Yeah. But check this out, man. believe it or not, when a lot of women are on that couch watching Baby Boy, a lot of them are so familiar with that it they're attracted to it. You know, they made a movie about what actually happens in the hood. Yvette had a job. Yvette had her own place.
Any call center, you know that.
You see what I'm saying?
Every call center, they do that. Where the girl goes to work, the dude uses his car, he does nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
he laid up in her house. He lived with his mama, got 2 baby mamas, and visits their house with their kids.
And you know why, when you just said about mentorship now, how the older people got it going. Why, you know, I only watched that movie one time. The first time I watched it, now I watch clips of it all the time. But because we're talking about this now, it makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. The dude that changed his life went to jail. So it wasn't like a college professor. It wasn't like someone that's a pastor. This was a guy that went to jail. Mm-hmm. But understood like how to be a man. So what you saying in terms of
what guy you talking about went to jail?
You know the dude that married his mom?
Oh yeah. The dude.
He was actually
Melvin.
He was actually the guy that actually became a mentor to him.
Exactly.
And the reason why I'm actually appreciating the movie now, because I never really, now that we're talking about it, the reason I actually appreciate, they could have had a boy from like a boy on Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
The college professor, Trey's dad. Educated. But they didn't do that. Uh-huh. They had someone who was also in the streets.
Yeah. And found a way to do it legally.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, he had his own place. You know, the gangster got out of jail, understood guns and butter. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he understood how to move once he got out.
Right.
He got out of that gangster lifestyle, you know, and, you know, doing his own thing, you know.
Had his own business.
Exactly. Had his own business. And he met a woman, and they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you couch potatoes could do it too. You dudes that still ain't got out of your mama house, got off your mom couch, treating your mama like she your old lady. You gotta stop it.
Okay, well, you know, we don't want to talk about women at this point, but the mothers that are carrying these guys.
We're not talking about that.
We're not. But
we're
because
not,
you always,
not even gonna
we're not going to bring it up, but because you're always saying.
We're talking about the fathers that ain't there. That's what we're talking about.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's go over there. I'm glad you brought that up.
Regardless of the situation, like I said at the beginning of the video, stay in your kid's life.
Find a way to get there.
Find a way to get there for your children. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what the situation is. It don't matter if the you didn't want the child, whatever the situation. Because guess what? The child here now.
Yeah.
Man up.
Man up.
That's your seed.
You like it or you not. Hey, you went to Maury, they said, you are the father.
You are the father.
Man up. Now, there is nothing as worse. You know what I mean? There's nothing as worse when you meet good women.
Oh my God, man.
You know, let me tell you a perfect example. When Halle Berry, and I'm gonna say that I don't care who you fall in love with. I don't care what color of skin they are. I really don't care. Mm-hmm. You know, when Halle Berry finally had a baby from the white husband they married, she made one comment. That was a long time ago. She said, I really tried with our brothers. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like, this is like we are looking like this is Halle Berry though. Yeah. If you have Halle Berry, but I don't know what she's like at home, so I don't want to say anything. Yeah. But if you have Halle Berry that is complaining like, I really tried, then you know there is a problem when sisters are actually complaining that, listen, we are not just talking. We are doing our best there, but this man, they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Okay, well, let me say this, all right? Men, we got to stop lying to women. I know it's going to prevent you from maneuvering a certain way. And you know what I'm talking about. But believe it or not, you get away with a lot more shit telling her the truth.
Don't you think that's a phase though?
Hey, listen.
Don't you think that's a
right.
phase?
It's a young man's phase.
Like a young man go through this phase
Yeah.
where they feel like this is a. When you get to a certain point in your life, you just like, hey, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm. No, but here's the thing, right? Men do go through a phase. So, you know, we go through the phase where we jumping from girl to girl and, you know, trying to hit her and her friend, or, you know what I'm saying? All this, you know, little different stuff going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what ends up happening is we finally run into a girl that we become scared to lose. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually what straightens a man out. Like when a man runs into that girl and she checks everything on that list, man, and you think twice about playing. You think twice about, you know, because like none of them measured up to her.
Right.
So you like, oh man, I'm gonna have to cut Sheila off, boy.
Like this is different.
You feel me? Like, hey, you know, I can't be everybody I'm hooking up with, they got to go. Because I cannot take a chance.
You say you believe there's always that one
There's
person.
always that one. There's
that
always
one person that will. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, this conversation, even though we're talking about the brothers, this definitely a conversation the women need to listen to, so they know how to move. Because, like I say, there are brothers out there that got it together and doing their thing or whatever, but you're not gonna see them because they not out looking for a woman.
Do you think one of the things I was looking when we were going to talk? Do you believe some of these reality shows?
Yeah, it
It has pushed
Listen.
so much on how to this fatherhood, whatever.
Anything that you are constantly putting your eyes on is gonna go into your brain.
Sooner or later.
It ain't no sooner or later. These eyes, these are recording devices. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything that a computer does, the brain does. The brain has viruses. The brain, you know, freezes up. All of this kind of stuff, man. It's like a computer. Matter of fact, a computer is designed after a brain.
Yeah.
So, all of that, man, all of that. So, basically, man, men just gotta, you know, step it up and get it together.
Like I said, there's nothing as worse when you see real good women, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about that is, I don't know what quote I saw that was saying a good man who has been broken,
Yeah.
a good woman who has been broken, whenever they get together, it's like everybody's trying to take care of themselves now.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to commit anymore because it's like, I am not about to go through what I just went through that. At the end of the day, it's like everybody's paying the price for it. Yeah. Everyone is paying the price for it. Now, another thing I'm going to say is, how, in terms of, do you think like music-wise, when you see people like Snoop, we know how Snoop started, that came from that type of lifestyle, he was able to change his life.
Yeah.
Do you think stuff like this is just a matter of choice?
Well, I want to say Snoop is a terrible example.
Why would you say that?
The reason why, man, is Snoop got 1 foot in and 1 foot out of his house right now for cheating. So he's a terrible example.
Why would you say that?
So So
okay, well, let's do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Would you respect him because you watched the movie with Ray Charles?
Yeah.
Ray Charles, girl, no matter what, he took care of home.
Yeah.
When you say Snoop is in and out, one thing you can say about Snoop though, he takes care, he respects his home. If he's cheating, I'm not saying go for it. But what I'm saying is, a lot of these women, they are complaining about men like that, like, stop disrespecting me.
Well, let me explain something to you, man. And like I say, it goes back to the men. If a man has it together, if a man is a provider, if a man shows the strength a man is supposed to show, that woman is going to respect him, and it's going to be hard for her to leave, even in the middle of his transgressions. Kobe wife stayed.
Absolutely.
Snoop wife stayed. Because one thing she can never say, even if she go get her a little side piece, don't think they ain't thinking about that.
Absolutely.
She gonna be like, no matter what he does, he takes care of home. He took care of these kids. He made sure he's a provider. One thing I can't say is that he ain't a provider and that he don't take care of his children. And I can't say he don't take care of me. So, was that 80-20?
Yeah.
Ain't that the 80-20?
That's the 80-20.
He takes care of me. He's a father to the children. He's a father to the children that I gave him.
That's it. That's the 80-20. Okay.
It.
We kind of.
I'm not even saying so what if he cheat. I'm not saying
we're not supporting that.
What I'm saying is when you got you a man
who is a protector, a provider,
does so much good for that family, you can't have everything.
And he messes up. Yeah.
Guess what? No man is 100%.
No human.
No human is 100%. An animal. Period. Period.
All right.
So, sometimes, men gonna slip up. And it just depends on what you willing to live with and what you willing to live without.
And we're gonna say this before we leave. And we're gonna say to both men and women, don't put up with anything toxic. Period. I don't support anything. If you have a man that treats you like garbage and make excuses like, oh, that's how I grew up. Life is just way too short for you to put up with toxic. Period.
You don't need no toxic in there.
At all. You don't. It's supposed to be a wonderful union and stuff like that. All right? Okay. So we're going to come back and we're going to talk about one of the biggest issues facing men, depression. We are not doctors, but I had to do my own research on that one.
Well, I didn't have to do any research because it's something that I go through.
I had no idea it was that bad. We'll be right back, you guys.
Mm-hmm.